Yo, what's good, kids and queens? It's your boy Dawn, and I'm back for another reaction video today. So today, y'all, I just want to welcome everybody that has been to the channel. I appreciate y'all for popping back out. Put y'all social media in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and shout y'all out. Do some nice shout outs next video. You heard? Yeah, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit all so you know every time I post. You heard? I post at least twice a day, son. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all can see me every day. I'm not gonna lie. If y'all want to see anything specific for me to react to, please put it down in the comments. Look, man, my ultimate goal is to react to stuff, gain some knowledge, hopefully, you know, be able to learn something, or at least learn one thing, you know what I'm saying? Or see something new. A lot of these videos all of these videos that I watch, I've never seen. So I'm watching everything live, you heard? So like I said, if it's anything y'all want me to react to, please let me know down in the comments. I got y'all, you heard? Without further ado, today y'all we're gonna be reacting to the 10 most dangerous islands that you never want to visit. Previously I did a video talking about the best islands you do. I think like Dubai, Bahamas, obviously. It was a few other countries you heard. Go watch that video. I'll probably put it up there for y'all. Also, while I'm pointing up here, y'all see my social media. Go ahead and follow me, you heard. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, man. Let's see what they talking about. Let's see what the most dangerous islands is gonna be like. Cause you don't want the island boys there. Not funny. Alright, let's get into the video, you heard. What?
Just get away from it all.
Why did it say best? No, not intermission. Alright, we're gonna let them skip this intermission, but make sure y'all go down below right now. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit all so y'all know every time I post. Oh, let's get this nice stretch. Hold on. Oh. Alright, y'all, let's get right back into the video. Not funny.
Like all the chores and all the bad games you've been playing because you're not that great at playing games, well, a vacation in some remote island would be the best. The thing is, not all islands are the tropical paradise that you usually think.
Rhode Island, you said?
There are a lot of islands that are best stayed away from, kind of like the islands on our list today. Number one is especially dangerous, and setting foot on there is almost the same as stepping into a...
Let me know if you ever been to any of these islands too, you are.
There it is, as we give you 10 of the most dangerous islands you never want to visit.
And if it's really like that.
10. North Sentinel Island. We've actually talked about North Sentinel Island before. NSI is a small landmass in the Bay of Bengal, India. Its indigenous population, known as the Sentinelese, rejects any contact with the outside world and remains one of the few peoples that remain untouched by our civilization.
Okay.
They value their privacy so much that they go to extreme measures to keep the rest of the world out. How do they keep outsiders away from their island, though? Well, they kind of just shoot arrows at them.
Right.
For this reason, it's impossible to approach the island and survive the encounter. Just how antisocial are the Sentinelese, though? Well, when researchers were assessing the damage after the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, even their helicopters were attacked by the Sentinelese. None of them were hurt, of course, but this example shows how fiercely the island's population is protecting their territory.
Okay.
Number 9. Snake Island.
I heard of this one.
Do I really need to explain this one? Yeah, okay. Snake Island is home to a huge population of snakes. Big shock. According to some estimates, there's one snake in each square meter of the island. The problem is, these aren't just your normal garden variety snakes. They just so happen to be one of the most venomous snakes in the world, the golden lancehead viper.
Right.
This viper's venom is very fatal to humans, and is so fast-acting that it can finish its job in under an hour. Its venom also causes immense pain as it has muscle-destroying properties. Numerous local legends tell of the horrible fate that awaited those who wandered onto the shores of Snake Island.
If you like snakes, that'll be your spot.
A fisherman landed onto the island in search of bananas, only to be discovered days later in his boat, lying in a pool of blood with snake bites on his body. No word of the bananas, though. From 1909 to the 1920s, a few people did live on the island in order to run its lighthouse. Nobody lives there permanently anymore, most likely because of what happened to the last lighthouse keeper and his entire family, which fell victim to only one of these snakes, and well, they didn't live to tell the tale. Number 8. Miyakijima Island.
Should have been prepared for the
Miyakijima
fight
is one of
sooner.
Japan's Izu Islands, an archipelago just south of Tokyo.
Yo, y'all could see me, you
Here, the
heard?
land rests atop an active volcanic chain that has erupted 6 times in the last century. However, the danger isn't just from volcanic eruptions, but from the highest concentrations of poisonous gases and the world regularly leaking up through the ground. In 2000, a mass evacuation was instituted due to extremely high levels of toxic gas in the area after a series of eruptions from Mount Oyama, the main volcano on the island. All flights into the area were stopped for over 8 years due to the high levels of sulfur as well. Miyakijima residents were finally permitted to return to their normal routines in 2005, though residents are required to carry a gas mask with them at all times.
Dang.
Although Miyakijima appears frightening and almost post-apocalyptic, tourists can, in fact, visit the island. Aside from the dangers of poisonous gas, parts of the island are extremely lush, and apparently the scuba diving is a beautiful experience filled with dolphin sightings.
Lit.
Number 7. Bikini Atoll. The archipelago of the Bikini Atoll is considered an incredibly dangerous recreation site. It has not gained this reputation because of the strong undercurrents or dangerous sea dwellers. It's because one of the most dangerous things man has ever made is there. In 1946, the United States chose this magical island as a nuclear test site. For 12 years, hydrogen and atomic bombs were regularly tested on this island. The islands were inhabited prior to the testing, but residents were relocated to other islands before the first bomb was detonated.
Dang.
The islands were finally declared safe in 1997, but former residents have refused to come back to their old homes. And although radiation levels are quite safe now, nobody is allowed to eat any food grown on the island.
Wow.
The funny thing is, tourism is very much allowed in the island,
Nice.
and they get regular visitors each year. Number 6.
I would definitely love to go. If y'all went, let me know.
This small island in the north of Scotland
Please.
was used by the British government for biological warfare testing during the Second World War. Experiments were carried out on the uninhabited island using the highly virulent anthrax bacterium, which killed hundreds of sheep and forced the island to be quarantined. Afterwards, the poor creatures were incinerated and buried on the island, but the assumption that the highly virulent anthrax spores would then...
We about to get in the mission you heard. Please, y'all go down right now. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Hit all. I appreciate y'all for blessing me with those buttons, man. Thank y'all for showing love. Go down to the comments if y'all ever been to any of these places or y'all would like to go. Snake Island sound crazy, but if you like snakes, you might like it. You just gotta, I guess, like, I don't know why they didn't like dress them up and make sure that if they do get bit, they protected. But whatever, man. If y'all want to go to these islands, comment down below. You know, let's get right back. You know. Oh, they giving us double ups. All right, I'm gonna let y'all pass. Because I know. You know, if y'all press it, please, y'all press it. Thank you. I'm letting y'all pass.
Off on their own. However, they were proven wrong. Ah, you silly government, you. It was in fact discovered that the anthrax was still alive and kicking and still highly dangerous on the island's topsoil. Initial efforts to decontaminate it were unsuccessful, so the island was closed, with warning signs put up to keep out potential intrepid passersby. And so it did remain until in the late 1980s, another concerted effort was made to clean up the island. Hundreds of tons of formaldehyde were sprayed all over the island, and soil had hotspots of contamination that needed to be removed. In 1990, the warning signs were finally removed, and the island was officially declared safe to visit again. Not that many would want to go here, though, and I can't figure out why. Number 5.
Damn.
Heard Island. Even if you could get to Heard Island, which incidentally is Australia's most remote island, chances are you still wouldn't quite see it. This little known landmass actually hides in dense cloud for around 360 days a year. The rare few who do reach this distant wonder are more likely to hear the gurgle of molten rock bubbling up through the island's violent core. The active volcano on Heard Island, known as Big Ben, is adorned with vast glaciers stretching to the crashing waves of the ocean far below. There were a few reasons for closing the island to the public. First, in 2000, researchers noticed a huge lava flow coming from the island's massive volcano called Mawson's Peak. Second, Heard Island is known for its poor weather conditions. And third, it's too remote to be safe. Judge it by yourself, it's located in a minimum 2-week sail to the closest major landmass.
Dang,
Number
2
4.
weeks.
Poveglia Island, Italy. Poveglia Island, located less than half a mile from Venice, has such a dark and twisted history. Even the locals refuse to go near it, much less set foot on it.
Damn.
Legends of ghosts and demons that inhabit the island are prevalent. Basing on the island's dark history, some of these legends may prove to be true. It started its life as a fortification built by the Venetian government, but soon after became a quarantine section for victims of the bubonic plague or Black Death from 1793 to 1841.
Dang.
It's been reported that this tiny island was home to up to 160,000 people infected with the plague, all of which died helplessly on the island.
Dang.
In 1922, a mental institution was built on Baveglia, replacing the plague victims with the mentally ill. But instead of this being an institution to help the less fortunate, local legend says what happened was completely the opposite. It is said that one doctor brutally tortured and killed a number of his patients, butchering them in unspeakable manners. The doctor himself fell victim to the same patients that he murdered, as it is said the spirits of the dead constantly haunted the doctor, up to the point when he climbed up a bell tower and jumped to his own death.
What?
It is said that anyone who sets foot on the island today will be tormented by the evil spirits living there. The island is now off limits to the general public, and the only way for the Venetian authorities to make sure that what dwells on the island stays there is to avoid having them come in contact with the living. Number 3. North Brother Island, New York, USA. Located on the East River between the Bronx and Rikers Island, North Brother Island is an island with a fascinating and tragic history. It was uninhabited until 1885, when the city purchased the island in order to build the Riverside Hospital. This hospital was for people suffering from contagious diseases such as typhus, tuberculosis.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Y'all look at the bridge, you alright? Alright, y'all. I'm back. Whew.
The island's most famous resident was Typhoid Mary Milan, who bore the unfortunate distinction of being the United States' first documented asymptomatic carrier of the bacteria that causes typhoid fever. In 1905, over 1,000 people lost their lives when the General Slocum steamship caught fire near the island. Many of the staff assisted in the rescue of some of the 321 survivors. It was the worst loss of life in New York's history, that is until 9/11. In 1963, it closed its doors for good, and it's begun to decay ever since. The island is officially off limits to the public, as it is a bird sanctuary for one of the area's largest nesting colonies of black-crowned night herons, and also is said to be haunted by ghosts of the past, all the regular stuff, you know. Now it's time for today's best pick.
Let's see, y'all.
Today's pick is probably the most ominous-looking island that I've seen so far. But of course, we do have a couple of questions about it. Namely, what island it is, where it is, and is it really a dangerous place?
Not the
We'll
skulls.
find out the answers next with number 2.
Let's see.
Malakani Island. This island is technically a volcano crater that is partially submerged and is located in the Alalakili Channel between the islands of Maui and Kauai, and the Maui country in Hawaii. It is the remains of one of the 7 Pleistocene epoch volcanoes that formed the prehistoric Maui Nui Island during the Quaternary period of the Cenozoic era. This currently uninhabited island may look dangerous, but it's actually a famous destination for divers. Its present shape protects divers inside from its waves and the channel's powerful currents, though diving also takes place over the 300-foot sheer outer wall. In the morning when winds are calmer, smaller tour boats also bring guests to snorkel off the outer wall. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching
Mine
are
too,
actually
son.
subscribed. Come on,
Do what
guys,
he
look
said
at
you
that.
are.
Can you guys please hit the subscribe
Please.
button? You guys watch my videos every day anyway, so you might as well
Right.
subscribe and keep up to
Might
date
as
with
well.
every video we put out. Number 1.
Facts. Like,
Bear Island. Despite its name, Bear Island isn't actually filled with bears. In fact, nothing much lives
nothing.
there
I'm
at all.
about to say.
Instead of an island, it most resembles a
Rocks.
huge rock in the middle of the ocean, located between mainland Norway and Spitsbergen Island. This is a rather mysterious destination due to the perpetual fog hovering over the rocky shores. While approaching the southern coast, the cliff wall appears like a moving wall of seabirds, with thousands of kittiwakis and murres on the narrow ledges and glaucous gulls breeding at the top, which basically comprises all the life living on the island. But what makes it really dangerous is that a Soviet nuclear submarine sank roughly 100 nautical miles southwest of the spot in 1989 and leaked radioactive material into the water. This may have damaged the island's soil too. Additionally, experts think the development of the Snovit gas field has also forever altered the climate. Would you be willing to set foot in any of these dangerous islands?
I would.
Just no doubt.
Let me know down in the comments you heard which one y'all will pop out to. The one I would go to is any one of the ones that any people go to. I'm not gonna lie. As long as it ain't dangerous to get there and dangerous to get out, I'm valid. Like, I'm down to go. Other than that, man, let me know down in the comments, like I said, which one y'all will go to. Follow my social media. It's all here. I just posted the video, you heard. It's comedy. Please go watch it. Please go watch the next one I'm about to post right now. I'm going to see y'all there, though. Peace. Love. Done.